All right. It is that time of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lights Out episode number 71%. And of course, by our friends at Prize Picks. Make sure you download that Prize Picks app and put in that code Lights Out for a deposit match of up to $100, baby. That's crazy. I know, almost as crazy as the fact we got the whole squad in the building for today's episode. Cosmos, and Light here for your viewing pleasure. Let's mix it up a little bit. I'll start with Cosmos. Cosmoney, how we feeling today? What's going on? How you living?
I'm doing well.
Oh, you're violating my ear too. What the
heck? Nah, I'm doing good, just the usual, living life, making content. Now I'm getting back into actually practicing because I'm going to Riptide. So I'm actually very, very excited for Riptide. It's going to be a very big event, and it's going to be my first tournament actually since Smash Factor. So that's going to be a very fun time, and it actually turned into a very, very big tournament. So I think at this point it's probably bigger than Smash Factor. So
yeah,
it'll be another top 8 to conquer. I'm happy that Spargo is going. I hope I get to play him again because I really want to beat him again, and I hope I get to play Sonic. So there's a lot of people on my hunt list that I want to play against at Riptide, so I'm happy they're all going. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to be in perfect form for it because I'm going to start practicing today, and I'm going to be heading to Nairos in like a week, and I'm going to be practicing with him for like a week. So I have the perfect balance of online practice, offline practice, matchup practice, and everything that I need to be ready for Riptide.
All right, I like the sound of that, and we'll talk about Riptide a little bit more later in the episode. A lot of stuff to cover with that actually. But Light, you're here as well, on time as well. I know you're a little under the weather, but you should really be on cloud 9 after that nice victory you had this past weekend at Rewired Fest. How you feeling, buddy?
I want a laptop.
Ooh,
you want a laptop?
Yeah, I looked up. It's like $1,500.
Damn.
Did you also win money?
Yeah, I won 2K.
Damn.
Yeah. And for context, I don't think I showed it last time, but I'm the North. I'm on this monitor.
Oh, Pixie Monitor? I hate Pixie Monitors.
Hey, man, I played with them in bracket, and we're fine to me. If I can mash buttons, I can play with it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm one monitor. I've been playing Smash a sickening amount.
Non-stop, actually.
Yeah, because after Arkansas, which was Rewired, which was a great time. Yo, Rickles, shout out to you being the best TO ever. He ran that event so smoothly. It was insane.
He's sensational.
And, shout out to BGBC and Walmart for sponsoring another event. But it was a great time. After that, I flew back home literally the next day. I tried to go to another tournament. They didn't allow me to go. We're not going to get into that.
Dude, we should definitely get into that. Are you kidding me? Fuck those guys.
Can I get some context, please?
Okay. So I didn't register on time for like a monthly. It was like, it's like 60 people or something like that, which I understand if you don't register on time, sometimes they don't let people in, but it wasn't a major. And I asked if I could get in, I think the day before, early in the morning. And they said that the reason they couldn't get me in, apparently a bunch of other people couldn't get in for the same reason, was that they already did the seating, And I'm like, okay, I respect that. Zamba was going. I wanted to go because Zamba was going. And I knew if I went and Zamba went, it'd make the event potentially Lumi ranked, it would get more viewership, all that, It's just better if we're both there. And I wanted to fight Connecticut. So he went, I didn't get to go. And I found out after the event, I have a friend who runs tournaments. Name is G Extreme. He told me that he actually offered to reseat the tournament. If they were to let more people in, and they were just like, nah.
So these TOs passed up an opportunity to make their event more prestigious, get more eyes on their event for their scene and their community because they want to be crazy sticklers. I think they just don't like you.
I'll be real. At the end of the day, I didn't register on time, so it's my fault. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not salty about it. You should have put me in that tournament. I think Zamba won for free. That's what pisses me off the most. I hate when people come to my state when I'm not around and just farm my state and leave. That happened for like a year. And when I lived in Massachusetts, Bro, everybody was just coming to my state all the time in Farming, Connecticut, and then I moved back, and like no one ever comes anymore. It's like I hate that. So I had to see that again, and that was really annoying.
Well, now you have a major that's happening there, right?
That's gonna be in Massachusetts. Are you talking about Wavelength?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could get into that a little later. But
I want to
yeah,
talk
no,
about Rewired.
yeah, no, we'll talk about that. But yeah, no, I just been going to a ton of tournaments because I mean, even though I didn't go to that tournament, I went to a weekly on Sunday and I went to a weekly on Monday. So I've been playing a lot. Um, Rewired was a really good time. Like I said, quick 1 day of that. The big names there were Beast Mode Paul, Lima, and Beastly. We were the top 4 seeds. And I didn't fight Lima that weekend. And I'm not going to lie, I'm very thankful of that. And it's not because I don't think I can beat Lima. And I told him this too. He has like the buzz effect in the sense where it's like, I know I can beat you. I don't want to take 6 minutes a game to do it. Like,
True.
Yeah.
so
I remember
yeah.
that Cirque, the Invitational set.
I should have brought him the time, but he SD'd on purpose. Yeah. So I didn't want to fight him, and I didn't. He lost to Beastly twice. I heard they're from the same area, so it makes sense. You know, people know how
Yeah.
you play. But I couldn't exactly get into the groove of things that event, so I was just having a hard time all day. And then I was like starting to get better towards the end. I had to go up against Paul after beating Beastly 3-0, but I wasn't happy about how I played versus Beastly. Like, they were close 3-0s, and I wasn't even necessarily worried. I feel like a lot of my problems lately, like even in the last 2 days, it's like I'm not having a problem with my mindset. Like, my vision's back. I see everything I'm supposed to do, but my hands are just not doing it. Like, I'm just like struggling with precision lately, and I don't know how to fix that. I think I just need to probably spend more time in training mode, like offline, because I've been playing online again. So maybe I just need to spend more time offline. I think online's giving me some bad habits, like not having good precision and like not I'm not parrying as much as I usually do. And I feel like I'm getting hit a lot for that at times. And I'm also not grabbing as much. So parrying, grabbing, and lacking precision, which I feel like are literally all things you lose playing online.
Yeah.
So it's probably just that, and I probably need to just spend more time offline, like in the training room. But yeah, I went against basically beat him, and then I ran into Paul, and he beat me last time at Levitation. I think he actually reversed 3 with me there. And I'm a very bloodlusted person. Like, I chase after people, so I was thinking about it, but I still didn't really know what I did wrong in the first set. I kind of just chalked it up to choking, you know, because you were up 2-0 and you choke. People do that instead of giving people the benefit of the doubt, and that's what I did. So I had to fight him, and I think he 3-0'd me. I think he might have 3-1 me.
3-1. Because
Yeah,
you were
3-1 me.
winning on Kalos, and then he
Yeah.
pulled some.
Yeah, no. So game 3, I think I started to find the formula, and it was simply that I was just respecting him too much. Like, if he pulled out menu and I was right next to him, I guess I just assumed that he was God and that he could just read the entire menu before I got a second to move out of my shield. So like, I was like, bro, like we would literally be like this close to each other, and I'm like, ah, man, menu's up, gotta give it up.
I lose.
Keep able to press down B that fast.
Menu's up. He won neutral.
Literally, bro. That's how I treated it, you know? Because like the only 2 things I'm scared of is like actually the only thing I'm scared of is probably Flame Slash and Crackle Slash. Like I don't care about Thwack, I don't care about Kaboom, none of that. I hate Flame Slash because I'm like, all right, well he caught me running in, you know.
Mhm.
Now I take 30 and I'm about to die because I DI'd in because I'm running in. Yeah, no. So I'm scared of that. But towards game 3, I'm like, all right, what if I just stop reading, like stop trying to read the menu with him? Like he knows when the menu's gonna pop up, so he's gonna be reading it before you. You're thinking this is just base level hero at times, but you know, I play a fast character, so like I gotta think like this. I'm like, even if he pulls it up and he knows it's gonna be there, you can't think about it. Like literally, if you think he's gonna pull up the menu, just run at him. Like don't even try to read it. If you get hit, you get hit. There's more times you're gonna hit him than he's gonna hit you. And
True.
I tried a game 3, it worked. I tried a game 4, and it was working. And then he hit the luckiest menu in his life at the freaking last stock he had 2 nice side Bs, and then literally I think he had like Psycho Flame Slash, and I died like at 50 or like 40, and I'm like, all right, well, that's gonna happen, you know. After I lost, I chugged a Red Bull, went sicko mode, forgot, bro. Red Bull's a gift sometimes. It's a drug, but it's a gift. It's like, bro, I chugged it, and I just started playing so rapid. I on Beastly, and I made it back to Paul. I think I dropped one game in the first set of grands, and then after that, I just steamrolled him. I honestly still think my precision was lacking entirely, but like, I was just like very. I had so much energy that I just didn't really care, and I just played the game plan exactly how I wanted to, and it went really well. And now I got a $1,500 laptop that I didn't expect to get, so that's cool.
Yeah, you kind of beat him so because I'm playing it right now for people to see if they didn't get to see it when I was restreaming it. You beat him so bad. I think he like used one of the menu options to like just end the match himself, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, he kamikazed at the end of the set
Right.
because I was just like on him, you know. So
Kamikaze.
that felt great. That felt actually amazing. You know, I love doing that to people. I miss demoralizing people if I'm being real with you. So that was pretty nice.
So the whole game plan, the whole shift was like, okay, no more respect. I'm just in your face, asses being tapped and clapped. Is that fair to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's been a common problem in my play as of recently. I'm like, there are some matchups where like Fox is supposed to just like play a normal neutral, and then there's some like matchups where I'm supposed to just like disrespect you, and I'm kind of like forgetting which matchups are which. Like Sonic, for example, who I lost to twice and usually beat, that is a character I'm not supposed to be respecting. Like if he's spin dashing in the corner, I'm supposed to be like right on him, and I'm just letting them like play their game and like that. Like I'm forgetting which characters you do what with, you know,
Right.
because you know playing aggressive is not it's not historically favored in like competitive anything, you know. But like I'm supposed to do that sometimes, you know. Being fearful with Fox results in you losing, so you need to know what you have to do versus every matchup, and it gets hard sometimes. You forget.
I'm glad you figured it out because like when you lost in winners, I was so upset. I actually called 911 on stream, which was a dumb mistake because they picked up quicker than I thought.
Did you actually?
Hey, I did.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Did you actually call, like, talk to them?
I called and they were like 911. What's your emergency? I hung up real quick. But
Yeah.
the content. But yeah, good stuff winning. We're glad you're back. And
Thank you.
I think that's actually I think you're really, really back. I don't think people realize because you brought it up earlier, Cosmos, how you're going to be attending Riptide along with Light. And I don't think people realize that Light, you single-handedly have made this a relevant event.
Thank you, Phil. Struck me harder. Keep telling me about it.
I'm just keeping it real, bro. Apparently, word on the street is that Riptide has officially passed 800 entrants. Here, I'll even show you guys the tweet so you can be hip right here. Word on the street is Riptide has passed 800 entrants, and it's heading towards out of nowhere. I feel like S tier, maybe P. I mean, look at these names here, guys. Mia, Tweak, Snow, Cola, Sonic, Shattuck, Mute, Spargo, Light, Lima, Cosmos, Omega, Hurt, Zomba, Riddles, like these. There's like,
Did you purposely choose to skip over Onan?
no. I didn't want to read every single person. That's all. Like, obviously, there's a lot of talented people here. I'm not dissing. No. Don't get it twisted. I like Onan. But dude, look at this. And I think this all spawned, and I'm going to give you a lot of credit for this, Light. I think this all spawned from Light after Supernova engaging a lot of these people and telling them like, yo, we got to start making these tournaments count more so we got more opportunities to really bust through these rankings. Because if you think about it, Japan just literally spawns A tiers out their ass every single weekend. Like,
Yes, sir.
we got to take advantage of what we got. Riptide being the first up and coming. I know it's in Ohio, you know, that kind of sucks, but like, it's still going to be a great event. So, you know, even in the middle of Ohio, you got a bunch of competition coming in. So kudos to Light. You want to explain how you led that charge to bring NA back?
It was very simple. I was honestly just playing Smash. I was playing Smash with Mia when Grand Finals was ending.
Mm-hmm.
And we were having some good sessions, and then I was just thinking about it. I'm like, damn, like we're not gonna have a while until like we play like against a bunch of people again. I'm like, bro, like we need to make happen. And then I forgot who it was that told me. Someone mentioned to me that Mia and Hurt were supposed to be going to Riptide, and no one was talking about it. You know, like I get announcements. I get like they are supposed to wait for other people to get announced to like entice other top players.
Yep.
I feel top players should know about Japanese players coming over before announcements are made
Correct.
because we need time to like think about this, you know? So like when I heard Mia and Hurt were going preemptively, I'm like, okay, well, like people need to know about this. Like, because I mean, obviously we don't get to fight Japan that much. So we're like, okay, let's like get this going. So literally, I think the first person I asked was Sonics because man was up on stage doing his Sonic Adventure 1 poses. I'm like, all right, man, chill out. Like, let me ask you a question. By the way, I think it's really funny because my friends told me that they were watching him do it, and on the one that he got it, like he like rolled his ankle.
Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
he was fine, but it's really funny though.
Bro left with a
Crazy
lip.
It's crazy that he hit that shit, though. But yeah, no. So yeah, that was crazy, man.
He did. Wow.
But yeah, no. So I went up to him. He was still on stage, and I asked him if he was going. We talked about me and her, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm probably gonna be going." He wasn't sure yet completely. I'm not gonna lie. I think the snow reveal is what like got Sonics to go
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
100%.
He wants
I
that run
didn't see
back.
that one. I didn't see that one coming. I wonder if that was gonna happen anyway, or if like he also got enticed by the crowd, like the amount of people. But after that, I started talking to some people at the bar, my two amigos, and then Tweak texted me, and this is perfect. 'Cause Tweak never wants to do anything, as you definitely know, Cosmos. He never wants to do. And
Huh?
I said Tweak doesn't want to do like anything, like
Oh.
when like go to tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he only likes to.
Sorry, I thought you make Cosmos. You don't want to do that. I'm like, me?
Nah, it's not what I meant. Damn, victim ass. Anyways, no, yeah. So Tweak hit me up, and he's just like, I want to go to more. So like, let me know your schedule. I'm like, Riptide. He's like, who's going? I'm like, we're going. Like, you know, because that's a big thing that I and others forget. We are the competition now. Where we go is where people will follow. So I'm like, me is going, Hurt's going, and we're going. Like, that's a big deal. That will get people to go. He's like, bet I'm in. And then I talked to Zamba, and Zamba's like, Zamba said that he denied Riptide. And I was like, well,
Denied
undenied.
Riptide?
Like they asked him to go, and he was like, nah.
Oh.
And he was like, I was like, well, undeny it because like the Japanese players are going. He's like, all right, bet. And then he undenied it. And then he told me he had to check with his team. And I guess the action of him checking with his team brought up like the team going because like it's big enough for them to go.
Nice.
And Shattuck apparently wasn't gonna go because he was going he had school going on, you know? But I think this event just became too big for him to turn down. And then, you know, he heard about like Zamba like and his team going, so he's probably like, okay, I'm going now, you know. So then it just started packing up. I think Cola was already going, so there was already like a good amount of talent that was going, but then like the top like 6 of the top 10 just all confirmed in like less than a week, and that's like a huge deal. So like it just really just started chain affecting, and it was beautiful. Honestly, I love seeing it happen. And honestly, even if Mia and Hurt and Snow aren't going, this is something that we can do really often, and that we just don't choose to do. There are a lot of events that we can turn into S tier or A tier or P tier that we just don't choose to do it because North America gets kind of lazy sometimes.
Yep.
Which is why we fall behind. But this was a perfect example that we can do this. I would really love to see this happen on more events if we just communicate with each other.
I love it. I love that mindset. I hope that carries over to Let's Make Moves Miami as well, because I mean, you guys are gonna go to Ohio, you can go to Miami. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep it real on that one. So I think that would be awesome to see that blow up as well, and just see that continue, man. Because like, be honest, like this game ain't going nowhere for a couple more years, so you gotta make the most out of it and still enjoy it. And I'm glad to see that that seems to be the case with people. Cosmos, I hope to see you pop up at more stuff too, man. You one of those lazy people like was talking about.
Shut up,
I'm on
dude.
your ass.
I'm trying to go there. Actually,
I'm gonna Riptide too.
I actually have my donation go up for Riptide right now. So if you really want me to go there, support it.
Now is that hold on.
No.
Hold on. I have a question. Is that USD or pesos, man?
USD. What the
I don't know.
That seems a little schemish. Why do you need USD?
pesos is like $20.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Actually, low key, before we jump into our next topic, I kind of have a way you could win some money to help facilitate your ability to go to Riptide.
Really? Like, what is that way?
Well, you know what? It's a way that I think everybody in America loves to do. It's our friends over at Prize Picks. Wow. Did you guys know that Prize Pick is America's #1 fantasy sports betting application? It's true. It's true. You can win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks, meaning you could turn $10 into $1,000 and turn that $1,000 into a trip to Riptide or wherever you want to go, because there's a lot of places to go. If you're looking for promotions, guys, you know Prize Picks got you covered every single week. They'll be lowering select player stats on projections on Tuesday to help you get that lineup and hit what you're looking for on Friday, okay? Look, I know the season is over for NBA. I know the team USA is done. They won the gold, but guess what's starting up soon? Football season. And it's time for you to hit a touchdown. And Prize Picks wants to facilitate that. And let me tell you something, it's going to be worth a lot more than 7 points, aka $7, if you know what you're doing, okay? Get in on the action. I made my first deposit of $10. I keep telling you guys this. I received an instant $10 because guess what? That's what it is with a Prize Pick match with the code Lights Out. And I turned that 10 to 1,000. Because I'm reckless and irresponsible, I don't have that money anymore, but that's okay. You can correct the wrongs that I have created by downloading the Prize Picks app today and using the code Lights Out for your first deposit batch of up to $100. You hear me? That's code Lights Out on Prize Picks. Deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy when you pick Prize Picks. And guess what? You win a little money. Maybe she'll pick you and not your friend. You feel me?
She picked me.
She choosing. She choosing. Because Light's a winner. All right? You guys want to be winners or losers?
Your Prize Pick thing got me actually wondering something about Smash.
Let's hear it.
Do we still do fantasy brackets? Do you guys remember that was
I do remember that.
Smash 4?
Yeah.
Bro, that was a huge interactive thing that people really enjoyed in the Smash 4 brackets. Do we not do that anymore?
I don't think that's ever been a thing for Ultimate.
I don't think it's as popular, or just people just don't do it as much, I guess. Somebody said they did it for SmashCon. I don't know what SmashCon is.
I know there was a time where Tony became super content, and he always whenever he streamed the top 8, he said if anybody guesses the top 8 bracket correctly, I'll give you $50 or something.
Yeah, how much were people winning from the fantasy brackets back then? I forget. But I don't know. I think that's cool. I want to gamble.
All right, I'm down. For Riptide, I will win it because I'm not going to Riptide, but I'll restream it. I will create a fantasy bracket for Riptide.
All right,
cool.
All right.
Let's get Smash on Prize Picks.
Man, I wish you could bet I wish there was an official betting, for player versus player bracket. That'd be so cool.
I mean, there is if you're in the crowd.
There is if you're in the crowd. There is if you're the cat.
Yep, you're in the cat, bro.
He used to lead that charge heavy. Shots to the cat.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, Riptide's not the only tournament coming up. There's actually a lot of cool stuff, and not just in America, which we are getting back on track again. Kudos to Light on that. But there is something going on overseas I want to talk to you guys about because it warmed my heart seeing this seeding. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on screen right now. Do you see what's on screen right now? Are you familiar with that? It's Regen. Regen will be happening this weekend, actually, as we talk about it. And the #1 seed for that event, MK Leo. Now, we give, what is this? Is this happening in Paris or whatever? Yeah, I think it's happening in France. Oh, no, it's happening in the United Kingdom.
Regen is
all right.
United
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
We give Europe a hard time sometimes, but it's nice to see when these gyms can actually do something right. And they got it right here by Leo being first seed, followed by Crepe Salad, who's actually a really scary, multi-talented, multi-character player. Gluto at seed #3, Tarek, Bloom, Siski, Big Boss, Lugi, who I think they seeded Lugi low like this to give him a rematch against MK Leo. Blatant bracket manipulation. but that's okay.
Not gonna
'cause-
matter. It's just like
yeah.
one of Wales' best matches.
Exactly. Goat just gonna do the same thing he did at Supernova. He probably ain't gonna let it get close where he has to reverse 3-0. So, that's okay. We'll take that free win all the way to grand finals. We'll take it. Thank you so much, Europe. Thank you so much, Regen. What do you guys feel about this? I mean, Gluto being third seed, probably a nod to a little bit of inconsistency, lack of attendance as of late. Crepe Salad has been doing really well. But not as well as Goat up here at number 1. But yeah, what do you guys' expectations for this tournament? Looks pretty good, actually.
I'm surprised Gluto is number 3. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like it's in England. I think Bloom usually does well in his home state, country, wherever. So I still am unsure how Leo's gonna do against Bayonetta because I don't think I've seen him play Bloom. I think that would be a very good set to watch. Other than that, can we talk about how Big Boss is like always just everywhere? Like he goes to literally everything, and I feel like that always gets under the radar because he's always traveling to different countries a lot too. So I wonder how he's doing that.
I mean, you could just ask him. He's probably
Actually,
he's probably your neighbor now, right?
all right.
Yeah, all Mexicans live next to each other.
Big it is. I mean, that is it. I mean, he's a world traveler for sure. I think he has a sponsor, or I think so. I mean, listen.
They probably got it in with Chag. Chag be traveling everywhere too, so they probably just communicate or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. The thing that scares me about that bracket is Bluetooth. I don't know what's going on with him. People be telling me myths like he's inconsistent. I don't give a what y'all tell me. That man is scary. And every time he's near Leo, he siphons his power for like 2 years, and then he like ends up like top 3 in every tournament in America. So honestly, keep him there.
Damn.
I won the Rewind on this year. You know who won it last year? It was him.
It was Gluto. That's
Hey.
That's low key true. They haven't because Leo versus Gluto had been very skewed in Gluto's favor for like years, right? And I think the last time they fought was at Delfino Mazza last year. And Gluto won that. I don't think they fought again after that. I'm pretty sure. I think like Gluto's beating him at like a glitch. I think he beat him at like a summit. Like Gluto's had Leo's number for a while, basically. So it's been a while. So that's definitely a matchup I want to see because it's been so long, and I know that they've been Pound. It was Pound, thank you. And I know that they've been like Gluto or Leo especially has been training and got that Joker ready for all the matchups, got the Aegis on deck just in case too. I'd love to see that. And guess what? Put it on Prize Picks because I'm putting 100 on Goat to take it over Gluto. If anyone wants to take that bet, hit me up. 100 on Leo. No takers, huh?
Nah, not for me.
Okay.
I don't bet against Wario. It's kind of my rule.
That's funny. He said you don't bet against Mario. I don't bet against Leo.
Well, I said I don't bet against Wario, but you don't bet against Leo? That's funny.
No, I would never bet against Leo.
I don't bet against people who are winning by existing. I don't like that.
Damn.
That's why I don't bet against Leo.
He's been winning for too long. Holy shit. Yeah, that should be a good event. Honestly, speaking of Leo, not even just that tournament. Did you guys see like the tweet he made about like how many different countries or wherever he's going to?
Yeah, he's like going to like the UK, he's going to Taiwan, he's going to Japan, and then he's going like somewhere else too.
Yeah, man, he is on the grind, man, and I'm honestly happy for him.
They even is there a big Smash scene in Taiwan? I didn't know that was a thing.
It doesn't matter. He's going to Taiwan. Yeah, man. No, it's really cool that he's doing all that traveling to practice and probably explore the world. It's always cool when people do that stuff. And it's probably going to be. Oh, yeah, we can see that you made a tweet, folks. So,
I'm a fan.
Oh, man. But yeah, no. It's really cool that he's doing that. He's also going to Waveblade. Let's talk about Waveblade. Let's shout out Waveblade real quick.
Now, explain what that is to people who might not know, because I'm a little confused on that one.
Wavelengths is an event happening in Massachusetts. It's going to be a 2-day event, and they're shaping up to be a pretty big event. On the Mountain side, they already have a huge amount of top players that are going. And on the Ultimate side, they seem to be building that up as we speak. They got me going. They got Mars going, obviously. New England wanting to defend ourselves. They got Leo going, and they got Big Boss going, which that came out of nowhere. There was another Mexican player, Skyj. That's Skyj going as well. I'm
Wow.
also trying to get this event to be bigger. I talked to Zamba, and I
Ours is
think,
going.
yeah, I think I said Mars.
Oh, okay.
The Zamba should be trying to go. Cola said he's going to think about going. I try to get people to go to more events. And again, we lost Shine, and we got somebody else who's trying to make another huge event in Massachusetts, which I think that's awesome because Massachusetts is a pretty lit spot. And I would love to have a major next to my home. So if we can get that going, that'd be great. It'd be a good time. And I'll see you all there. Cosmos, you should go.
I would like to go. That's all I'll say.
Well, I mean,
Light, tell them to hire me for commentary. I'll come.
actually,
Yeah, I'll stay. I don't even need a hotel. I'll just stay with Haz. I'll stay at his
they
house.
got a Yukiko mask.
Let's tell him to hit me up. I'll go. I'm down.
Hey, yo, all right, bet. I'll talk to him.
All right, bet. Yeah, dude, that sounds awesome. Cause I mean, you know, obviously that region, I felt bad when they lost Shine, because like at one point Shine was like really one of those pinnacle tournaments, but kind of tapered off. But I hope this new thing goes well, man. That's a lot of cool people in that region. I like to see it do well. So the fact that you took the initiative yet again, get the people trickling in. They got the melee crowd coming in. Now I got the ultimate crowd coming in.
I actually gotta give the credit on this one. I gotta give the credit on this one to Haz. I ain't gonna lie.
Really? Okay.
He did most of the work with this one. I gotta give it up. We were talking about it. I started helping him at one point, but he definitely had it. Because this event hit me up like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't. But then Leo them signed up, and then Haz hit me up. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sold. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
W's all around.
Gotta be the change that you want to see in the others.
Man.
Go to events, you lazy players.
Well, he's taking the initiative. We need you guys too. We know who's not lazy, and I gotta give him credit too, because we're stick to talking about players traveling and go to events.
Me.
No, a real Mexican is actually traveling the skies right now. Meister, he's overseas in Japan. And I gotta give Meister some credit, okay? Because the fact that he's going into no man's land, aka Mia's land, and getting some results is pretty impressive. I don't know if you guys saw the local the other day. Won the Japanese local. Karage was there. Hurt was there. He 3-0'd Hurt to win that event, by the way, which was very impressive. So now Hurt has another game and watch to look out for. But he's going to be competing at this Delta tournament coming up this weekend. I see Meister will be there. Shuton, Ken, who just lost to a Little Mac. I don't know what that's about. That's not my generational GOAT.
Yeah, someone give me that video. Hold up.
Yeah, we got to find that, right? Akaka Kukutsuki's going to be there.
Akakitsu.
Yeah, that Shirayuki, Omeki, Matsu, Yamane. A lot of good names at this event. That's kind of going to
He just started saying syllables.
sales, man.
A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y.
They're going to be there. But this looks like a good event, too. How do you think Meister's going to fare in Japan overall, considering they have so much experience with Mia?
I think Meister's going to dominate, bro.
Ooh, I like that.
You know why? Because he's there for a different reason this time. He went there to visit as a casual, which means he got no expectations. He ain't worried about the result. He's going to fuck anymore, bro. Yeah. He's just going to have fun, which means.
And there's also no money to be won.
Yes, he's dangerous now. He's rabid, bro. He's out of control. These upbeats are just happening, man. I don't know what he's doing. And his nines are unlocked, bro.
Down smashes.
Meister is going to on this tournament. Easy top 3. That's my go.
Wow. I mean, you already won you won a local over Hurt. I think that's pretty impressive. So
Hurt ain't nothing to a thing like Meister. He's been around since day 1, baby. No one is going to beat him. He might get second, but no one is going to beat him. Meister is going to cook.
I think the last time he was in Japan, when the really big Kagaribi happened, was it or Umebura happened? He actually was the highest placing foreigner, because
he was. You're right. Yeah,
right. Like Argo got like 13th or something. Leo got 17th or something. And he got 9th. He still didn't get top 8, but he still got like top 16 at a really big tournament.
True.
I watched part of it, and he was nervous, and he was playing like that sometimes, and he still got 9th. My GOAT is going to get higher. He's going to soar. with that upbeat because that's all they do. He's going to soar with that move, bro. It may be all they do, but we can't figure it out. And I think he's gonna freaking cook in Japan. I got faith. I got a good feeling about this run.
He's about
And
to
if he
make that
doesn't do-
bacon.
And if he doesn't do good, I might feel a little too bad for next week's episode.
Oh,
That really is your goat.
Go.
I didn't know you had such a deep connection with Meister. That's nice to hear, actually. I like
I
that.
just want him to win. He's NA, bro. He has to do it for us. And if he doesn't do it, I never knew him.
He is NA. A lot of good stuff coming up, guys.
He's Mexican.
He's Mexican.
He is
We
Mexican.
don't claim him.
I think isn't he ranked higher than Leo on the rankings now?
Yeah, he's ranked one spot higher. Crazy. Crazy world we live in. That's why we need the new game to come out. We're
Wait,
being
what?
disrespected.
Wait, what's crazy? I'm sorry.
Leo's ranked 25, Meister's ranked 24.
I know. How do you rank lower than someone you never lost to? Or lost to like once?
Once out of like 20 times. It's crazy.
That's like me being ranked lower than Link.
With a secondary.
What the fuck?
Good.
Yeah, that's actually insane now that I think about it.
Yeah, sorry, I just had a reflective like memory like burst. That was crazy. But yes. Yeah, that'd be crazy like that. What else is going on? Oh yeah, I shared a video in our group. Did you see it?
I did see it.
So, all right, I'm gonna play it on stream because specifically somebody asked us to talk about the new Steve tech, and I was like, I don't really give a shit about Steve, but I was like, I do care about the viewers, and you know, somebody wanted us to talk about it, so here we're gonna talk about it real quick. I'm gonna show you this new Steve movement tech.
Steve now has a way to move much faster than before. Normally, Steve has one of the worst
What
air
the
speeds
fuck
in the
am I
game.
looking at?
But with this new tech, he gains insane acceleration. This is known as the Roblox Rush. Basically, whenever you're inside of an anvil and you hit something, the game pushes you out and gives you a lot of momentum. And Steve is able to accelerate
What
his
the fuck
momentum
am I
in any
watching, bro?
direction that he chooses. Oh yeah, did I mention that you can also combo out of it?
All right.
Honestly, I think he needs it.
So that is the Roblox Rush, as they are referring to it. Horrible name, by the way.
Okay, so
Almost
this
as
is
bad as the
where-
Booyah.
True.
Hoo-ha. Okay, let me ask the questions here. Do you guys think Steve is better than Bale, or like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Bale from Smash 4?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I think Steve's better than Bale.
I don't.
Okay, so I think Bale is better than Steve, but I also don't know if that's true or if just Steve mains are trash compared to the average Bale main. Because I'm
I
saying
think
the average Steve mains are.
I think the average Steve main is worse than the average Bayonetta player. I think also, like back in Smash 4, there was a lot, like we had more top players that were willing to sell their soul for Bayonetta rather than sell their soul for Steve. And I think that's why we saw the like peak of Bayonetta faster than we saw the peak of Steve.
But even if we didn't have those top players, we still had 4 people who are not on like the top 10 today that were like top Bales who like top 8 a lot. Dare I say it? To Meme, Lima, Captain Zach, and what was the other one's name? The one who
Caleb?
like the one who like hit a taco truck or something like that.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
JK?
JK.
Yeah, bro.
He hit a taco trick because he was aiming at somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's wild.
That nigga was crazy, bro.
The point is, these are 4 people who Lima's the best of them. I think to me to stop. The point is, they're not like top 10 players today. And what's it called? They were all not notable before Bayo, you know? And they were really good. Then you have people who were notable, like Tweak and Salem and Leo, who picked up Bayo. But like in this game, it's like I feel like none of the people, a lot of people who are not notable are still not the most notable.
Yeah, like it's different because we had a good amount of people because we also had what's his name, what was his name? The other Bayonetta player.
Thyroid.
Yeah. Tyroy. Like with the good amount.
There was too many of them that we could actually name.
There was a good amount of like casual, like or random band, dare I say, random Bayonetta mains that just came out of nowhere. And
Chag.
Yeah, Chag. There was a good amount of Arrow Link came out too. Like there was just a good amount of them that just came out of nowhere. And then for this game,
Pink
and then there were
Fresh.
also like the top players that came out, like Tweak, Leo started playing him, Salem played him. I think Sam Sarai at some point had a Bayonetta too. There was a lot of people that just hadn't Bayonettas because that was
Acapella.
the character. Yeah.
Pink
And
Fresh
then
played him
and
too. That's great.
yeah, Pink Fresh. And this game, like, there's people that play Steve, but like they also got way higher ranked than people that just casually played the game. And like the best player in the world essentially came out of nowhere at some point. Like Akola played Luigi, and like I had no idea who Akola was until Steve came out. But
Been
we don't
around
have
since prom.
anybody. Yeah, that's 64. But yeah, like we don't have anybody else that's any top players that switched from a character to play Steve because nobody wants to do that. But I guess like because we don't have that, because of the character archetype that Steve is, people don't want to do that. But the people that are dedicated to Steve are just way better than the people that were dedicated to Bayonetta in Smash 4, which is why Akola was ranked number one for 2 or 3 rank seasons. At some point, Onin was top 10 because in Smash 4, I think the only Bayonetta that like wasn't already a top player at the beginning of the game that was ranked top 10 at some point was Mistake. And I think
Was Pink Fresh though?
no, Pink Fresh wasn't ranked top 10.
Oh.
Pink Fresh got top 10 at like one major or something, and that's it.
Was that
And-
Nairo Saga?
No, I think it was Pound. It was Pound that he got top 8 at.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when all of the other Bayonettas started to spawn out of nowhere.
Oh, we don't even got Pound anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd have been yeah, it's gone too.
Holy shit, man. But let's not talk about Smash 4. This shit making me depressed. I think Bayo's better, but I can see why you say Steve is better as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point it's close, and I think it's just I used to think Bayonetta is better. I think Steve is better now because of how the game has grown and how Steve has grown and how much I do see more room for improvement for Steve. But Bayonetta also had more room for improvement in Smash 4. We just didn't get to see it because the game got cut short. I think that's just what it ends up being and what it turns out to be.
Yeah, all right. Well, good answer. Phil, back to you.
No, I mean they all just fall short to Brawl Meta Knight, so it's okay either way. But no,
That's facts.
so good,
That's facts.
good points on both sides of that. I did have another thing I wanted to just throw out there because it made me laugh. Okay, so you both are in like I'd say all three of us we're in pretty good shape, right?
No, fat.
Oh, okay. Well, you have a lot in common with HBox because HBox just HBox just goddamn HBox just announced his next detox, which apparently is going to be an attempt to lose 20 pounds or so by January 1st, and if he doesn't succeed, he's going to give $10,000 to Mango. So
That's an extremely easy goal.
I thought this was like interesting because I was like, well, I don't think Juan's a little tubby. We all are a little tubby. It's not a big deal. But I was like, this doesn't seem like a very hard detox to me. Like if you're gonna say like 50 pounds, I could understand that. You know, if you're gonna bet that Cuban link around your neck, I could understand that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's big time right there.
Well,
I don't think that's that hard. These smashers gas it, bro. Mhm.
The first 5 pounds you lose is like water weight, so like that helps.
That's true.
And then then you just have to lose like 15 from there. I would say, I mean, he's one of the people who like wear their weight well, because there are people who just wear their weight absolutely terribly, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess he's just doing it for the sake of the competition. But I don't think 20 pounds, you can do 20 pounds in like 2 months if you try hard enough.
You could do 20 pounds in 2 weeks if you do one of those celebrity crash
No,
diets.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you definitely can.
You know?
Be like me, bro. When I was doing it, go on a run, and then eat like 1,200 calories a day.
That's true. I mean,
We're not aiming to be healthy. We're aiming to be hot.
low key. Like it is a little like I could speak on this. When I started losing weight, this was like I was thinking about this earlier, like 4 or 5 years ago, probably 4 years ago. I did it during COVID because there was nothing else to do. I was bored, And I remember it was like easier to do it back then. Like as you get older, it definitely gets more difficult. Cause like even earlier today, before I even did the podcast, I was talking to Cosmos about this. I went for a run today because it's just cooler. And it's just cooler. And man, like I can still do my runs, like that's not a problem, but you definitely feel a little bit more afterwards as you've gotten older, which kind of like as opposed to like I would run like almost every day when I was losing weight or every other day. Now it's like I go between like, you know, I'll run and then like 2 or 3 days off and then I'll run again. You know what I mean? So it's definitely more of a challenge, and like his schedule does kind of breed an unhealthy diet to an extent because you travel so much.
Yeah.
It's just easier when you stream so much. It's easier to just Uber Eats or DoorDash.
Yeah.
No promotion, by the way. So I get it, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely doable. And you know, the motivation of not wanting to give Mango 10 bands. I think you got this box. I believe in you. I believe in you.
I'm sure he can do it too. I mean, it really, again, 20 pounds, it just takes like a little bit of dedication. The hardest part is always starting.
Yeah,
100%.
and I mean, when it becomes a competition like that, I think it's really for competitors. It's really easy to make something like that happen whenever like money's on the line, because when it's something like that, I thought it was going to be something like whoever loses 20 pounds first or whoever loses the most like by this like amount of time. But like if it's just like losing 20 pounds by this amount of time, that's like the best competition, because it's like the competition is against yourself and you are the only enemy that you have.
Well, you must have not have seen Mango recently, huh?
No, I saw him. He looks incredible.
Yeah.
The dude is
That's probably why he ended up doing it.
Well, so I have a question. He said he used the what are they called again? The
Peloton.
Peloton. So are those like the normal bikes, or is he like having a bike that he's on while he's streaming?
Look at our goat, chat. Look at this guy. What an Adonis. What a specimen.
That man looks so but anyways, so like, is he using the one that like he's like you're doing it while you're streaming type?
No, I think he does it like before his streams, like in the morning, early.
Oh, bro,
That's goat
okay.
right there.
That's funny. As
That
well.
picture is so good. So we gotta get Mango on the podcast sometime. I'll talk to him about it. That'd be good. Mango be an excellent
that'd
guest
be
to have,
funny.
actually.
He's a goat, obviously.
He is 1,000% a goat. It's a goated episode too. This was a lot of fun. Like we hammered home a lot of things that needed to be hammered. And Light, you hung in there despite being sick, which we appreciate. There's no punchline. We appreciate it.
I don't want to be here. I was forced.
Okay, fair enough. That does tend to be the MO for the Lights Out podcast. But hey, if you guys had a good time, you already know what you can do. You can go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button on YouTube. We'll be back for another thrilling episode next week, episode number 72, if I'm not mistaken, as we get closer and closer to the big 100.
That's crazy, honestly.
Really that, yeah, right. I can't believe we're that close.
How many episodes did I miss?
A lot.
Too many.
I'd have to legit go back and like count through and see like how many.
Can you do that, please?
I'll do. I'll have that for us for next week. I will do that. I'll take the time.
Yeah,
to do
man.
that.
Okay, let's talk about how many episodes all of us missed.
I've missed.
I had to miss a couple months just to catch up with you, Cosmos.
I've missed.
And now you're ahead.
It's possible because of that hiatus he went on because of the housing thing. But I think I've missed one episode ever, and that wasn't even on the main line. That was on like when we did Metafire.
Yep. I remember that episode. Me and Cosmos had a good time.
All right.
That was probably one of the best. That was probably the best episode.
What was that?
Yeah,
what was that
honestly.
straight for? By the way, they're refusing to release those episodes. They have them hostage.
They stopped paying us.
That's fine, but they have the like. They just
No, that's not what I mean. Remember we used to get royalties?
yeah.
Yeah, they stopped paying us for that.
We don't get the royalties anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's why they took them down, but they won't release them so that we can take them and put them on our Patreon, which we probably stop neglecting, to be honest.
Yeah, let's get back on Patreon. We should really do that.
We don't.
Hey man, that was your guys' job.
We were.
What?
I think we took a break because we were waiting for you to come back, but you're back now.
It's always about me.
It's called
Bro.
Lights Out.
Next
Yeah, you
week,
should've
we're
prepared
also
for my
gonna
leave.
have our first Lights Out, our Patreon episode.
Is that a fact?
I hope. Can it be a fact? Can we make it a fact?
We'll get back to you next time on Lights Out.
All right, we're gonna chat. We're gonna bring the Patreon back starting next week. Don't worry, I'll coerce them. I'll figure it out, and we will have a good time. But until we get to that time, as per usual, like, comment, subscribe, because you know the vibes, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Bye bye.